3 goals, 1 red card, and a European dream alive. Who are these guys and where have they been all season? United just schooled Athletic in their own backyard. How we doing, sir?
Absolutely buzzing here in Hawaii. I watched the whole game on my phone on the beach with the kiddos like a psychopath. I was jumping up and down, people staring at me. 3-0. This is an unbelievable result for Manchester United. Shout out to that referee. We needed that red card. We needed that penalty call. But Maguire, put him at right wing back. He was dusting Bilbao players. I felt like came out nervy and then showed up big time. And this is it. This is how we get to a final. We're Manchester United. Remember the name. We need a big trophy this season. Getting the Champions League would be it. This would just be highway robbery if we got in the Champions League somehow with the Europa League. So this is amazing. It's not done yet. We can't get over our skis. It's a great win away in Bilbao, but they're tricky as we saw before the red card. So we got to be locked in the second leg on Thursday, but absolutely just buzzing about the result today.
Just an unbelievable result, even better than the performance. Big time players stepping up in big moments. Maguire, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and like you said, we suffered, I think, an early 30-minute just onslaught, and then United, after we got the goal, and then the red card, and then the penalty, United dominated, of course. So unbelievable night in Bilbao. They were up for it. That place looked like a proper stadium. Looked like would love to see a final there. Would love to see a final there. Great place to have a final, and just. We got some luck, we played well enough during large parts of this game, but United, for once in Europe, actually got some calls to go our way. I think the penalty was spot on. The red card felt a little rough. I know it's denying a goal scoring opportunity without really attempting the ball, but it did feel fortunate given our luck in Europe over the last 70 years. It's not been great. So I'm in adulation. It's just speechless. This is how I felt after leg 2 against Lyon. It's just, I can't believe the team went out and scored 3 goals in Bilbao, beat a team that hasn't lost in the Europa League to date and conceded more goals than they've conceded in the Europa League to date in this one game. And everything went our way. So let's do the job next Thursday. Let's rest everybody. Let's take it as seriously as if it was 0-0 or if we're losing 3-0. And just enjoy yourself because look, sir, I feel as good as you do. And I'm out in Hawaii. I'm sweating in the pod room, baby. But you look like you're glowing because I tell you what, you win 3-0 against Atletico. Why wouldn't we be smiling right now?
Unbeaten in Europe, baby. Unbeaten in Europe. Can you believe it? The league form we've suffered. Who cares if we got lucky with the referee? I don't even care at all. It's like we're dying for something to celebrate. And I feel like Santa came a little late, sir. We asked him he gave us coal on Christmas, but man, did he come good because that penalty and that red card just broke Bilbao's back, and that's exactly what we needed. Sir, let's jump into the starting 11 and break this match down.
We're, of course, talking about the Leg 1 semifinals of the Europa League. Athletic Club 0, Manchester United 3. Let's get into that starting 11. Sir, like you said, I'm not going to call him Onana today, but Onana was in net. We had a back 3 of Euro, Maguire, Lindelof. Dogu as left wing back, Mames as right wing back, Ugarte and Casemiro in the holding position, Bruno, Garnacho, and Højlund up front. Sir, what were your thoughts when you saw us 11 break bright and early in Hawaii?
Lindelof!
I know.
Lindelof! Why? And I actually didn't even like the Ugarte Casemiro midfield either. But Casemiro, it took him all year to get fit. He's finally fit. He can finally play. Uncle Cass, they're calling him. That's what we're gonna call him on the podcast. But we have a heavy bench that we can rely on now. Kobe Mainu, Mason Mount, Luke Shaw coming off the bench. We have some players coming off the bench that are fit. Ahmad now, right? So this team is looking completely different. We're peaking at the right time. It's exactly what Manchester United need. It's exactly what ARD needs because this is just. Man, it's been a rough year and such a great performance, total team performance, right? And the only one that I was really shouting in the sky with was Lindelof.
Lindelof, he did start off shady. Yeah, that was my thoughts when I saw 11. Ugarte, Casemiro, double holding. I can see why you're doing it. Just don't lose the tie.
Yeah, exactly.
In leg 1, just keep it tight. I'm actually okay with that. Lindelof, you did Lindelof because Shaw can't start 2 games. Why is he starting against Bournemouth? Who cares? But Lindelof did have some nervy moments in that game. Let's get into it, sir. Let's get into this game. Ooh.
But one note on Lindelof is that when Euro came to the left, he looked better. Lindelof actually did a decent job on like the beginning, sort of like you're about to jump into, shaky all around, just absolutely shaky.
No, it was
You
what we
know,
all feared.
it was like the three little pigs, the house built a straw. That's what it felt like for the first 20 minutes.
And that switch with the center backs, with the outside center backs, was the right move because Euro looks way better on the left side than the right. And Lindelof, like you said, looked way better on the right than the left. But Bilbao came out. This game started like we all feared because they came out all over United, swarming with a high press and forcing United into some mistakes that led to some big chances in the opening 20 minutes, especially Lindelof and Ugarte had some not so great moments in those openers. But we did score. 5th minute, Garnacho scored. He was just off.
Yeah, that's right.
He was offsides.
Yep. Yep.
But there was a great headed chance. I mean, honestly, they're probably their chance of the game. 11th minute for Inaki Williams, unbelievable ball, 5 yards out. He blasted just over, but that was a dangerous moment. And there was another one in the 17th minute, terrible giveaway from Lindelof, but Casemiro bailed him out, and then they had another dangerous ball soon after. So,
but here's the tactical setup that I want to point out, right? So, like we have the two holding midfielders in Ugarte and Casemiro sitting there. They've got 3 in midfield. And when we're stretching on the attack going for the break, there's such a large pocket of space because the wing backs are coming in and sitting in the 5, and then right in the middle of the park, Bilbao was just getting balls in space, right? And I even Ugarte turned it over once or twice, but just there's too much space in the middle of the park for Bilbao, right? And they were exploiting us, and you could see the way it set up was like, from a tactical perspective, we're light in the midfield. And then we couldn't play out the back with the press. So it'd be like we're inviting pressure, then hoof it long to Bilbao. That was like our only strategy. You might get a turnover there. But like the first 20 minutes as the game stood up, it was looking like, could Bilbao keep it up? Our backs were against the wall a little bit. And obviously Magoo would change that with that brilliant cross to Casemiro.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like, how long can they keep this up? Because what they were doing was they were forcing United into mistake after mistake after mistake, and that was giving them their best chances. But like you said, we have this guy. He plays in the wing. Apparently, he plays all over the pitch. Harry Maguire just said, hey, I can play striker, I can play center back, and I can also play winger.
That move.
You learned it from Garnacho. Let's do it, sir. 30th minute. What a game. What a goal. Let's go.
Certainly not amongst his best, but United may yet make something of it. Here's Maguire. That's a useful looking cross too, and a chance for Casemiro. And that is pure gold for Manchester United.
Funny. Everything up to this point was not up to United's best. Even Bruno's free kick that led to this was like a shit free kick from our captain. But Harry Maguire out in the wing, I don't know what I was like, what are you doing? He beats a man.
No, but when he beat him, like it was like
he cooked him.
Twinkle toes, Harry Maguire.
It puts in a great ball. Puts in a great ball, and it's a team flick on goal. We've seen this a couple times this season. Ugarte does well to keep the ball alive, and then the best header of the ball on our team is open far post, and he buries it. Casemiro, like you said, he's taken the whole season to get into form, and he's really been shining in the quarterfinals, the round of 16. He's looked the best in Europa League, and he was a standout today once again, sir. So I think once we got this goal, of course, there was a big thing that happened right after the fact, but like this definitely invigorated us. I think when Harry Maguire does something like that, it's going to get people excited. But 32nd minute, Højlund was hauled down. There was a square ball. A million times we've seen this 10 times this season, right? Ball comes in, he falls over before, and like a tap in. So I was freaking out. I was mad. And then it was a pull. It goes to VAR. VAR gives the penalty, and the Bilbao player was sent off. So I thought the red was harsh. I thought the penalty was just, but we did get luck today, sir. Can you believe it? How did we get? We got a penalty and a red card.
No, I mean this is a gift. Like I said, Santa took his time, wrapped this gift up. Boom, United. This is your ticket to the final in Bilbao. And from my perspective, does Højlund does he really go down that hard with that little tap on the shoulder? Probably not. If we're on the other side, that's to get this call with the red, that'd be pretty harsh. The red was where I think it really was harsh.
I agree. Red was too much.
But like there was one on Garnacho later in the game that I thought was almost worse than this. Like it was that was actually a foul, and VAR kind of said, no pen. So you get into this realm where like VAR is making these calls and it's like it's inconsistent. So I just hate VAR really. If the ref called the pen, I would stick to it a little more. But VAR getting in the mix and slowing it down, and only for football's sake, for United's sake, hell yeah, let's take it. Red card. We're going to going to the final. Like I'm all about it. But for footballing's sake, like VAR, it's just a little shaky and inconsistent, right?
And we've been seeing it get more involved in Europe. It's like they were looking at a lot of stuff, like even an offside, that early offsides goal from Garnacho. They looked way too long when it was clearly offsides.
Yeah, they were a frisky VAR crew.
They were, but someone who's always.
But you think this is Stonewall pen? This is like for you. Like I see this in the league all the time. It's not called.
I've seen it called. I've seen it called against us. I don't think it's a pen like when we grew up watching football. But in the modern era, I've seen this given like pull down. I don't like those pens, but like I said, we have been on the receiving end of that a few times. Why don't we get some luck sometimes? I don't like the red. Like red fucks a game up, changes the dynamic.
Or a purist, right? I want to beat you toe to toe. I don't want like one hand behind your back, But like the way I would say is it is a clear pen, right? He pulled him. It was a goal scoring opportunity. By the definition of the law, it's a red. I'll take it all day. United, this has been a miserable season, and this is the best thing that's happened to us. It's also the best thing Hoylett's done on the pitch. So at the end of the day, 2-0 to Manchester United. Do you want to hit us with that penalty?
Portuguese Magnifico. Let's go. What a penalty. 37th minute, Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, coolness personified.
How Victor Lindelof became known as the Iceman, escapes me. Bruno Fernandes is the true Iceman on this team. Just cold as he like. Unbelievable penalty. Doesn't give the guy a chance. 2-0. And at this point, United are flying. So you get this goal, and it's like, let's fucking go. Let's kill this tie, and let's make it a foregone conclusion in Manchester, even though that wasn't quite the case. But United wasn't done scoring yet. You want to react to the penalty, or should I hop right in number 3?
No, I was going to say Bruno Fernandes, underappreciated from a penalty perspective. Never seen a player this automatic from the spot. Of all the things that he does do for this team, like he is, the word is clinicality, sir. Clinicality all day. Bruno Fernandes from the penalty spot, like bet your house on it. He's going to score. And we needed it. This is a huge goal, momentum swing with the red card. And we should play against 10 men all the time because we actually look like we can play Amorim's system with one another with the man down on that. So I was like, this is actually we look really good.
We're cooking. We got extra man. And he scored, of course. You're right. It's like I think we take for granted how ice cold he is in penalties. It's like never a doubt. He has missed a couple, but even the quarterfinal, right, to get into that penalty, we got to make that penalty, even make it a game where Kobe could tie it up. So, Bruno,
the footballing gods, sir, we need it. This, what this moment is about. It's about saying, hey, you need some luck in these cup competitions, man. You got to get lucky. You got to play well, and you need it to go your way, right? Remember the VAR call when we were in San Sebastian against Saucy Dad, right? Went against us, right? That was tough for the second leg to get through. Then you look at what happened with Leon. You got to get lucky, right? And then this one falls our way. You got to take it. When you get lucky, you press that luck and you go to a final. Ain't nobody could be remembering anything about Manchester United this season if we win the Europa League and get a Champions League. So by hook or by crook, we got to do it.
Highway Robbery FC, sir. That's going to be our new nickname. We highway robbery into the Europa League in the first place, by the way. We finished in 8th and won the FA Cup. We might finish 16th and find a way to win the Europa League. Sir, Bruno Fernandes was not done yet. We know he's icing the penalty, but this is great. 45th minute. Let's go.
Agent will come out, we'll go attack, under pressure, we'll take a risk. Soon see it could open the game up.
Well, Fernandes is through here and keeps his head.
Fuck yeah, Bruno Fernandes. Nice team goal. Hoyland doesn't give up. Orgate with a nice little back heel flick, and then Bruno is caught on goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. We've seen him mess this up before, but he is dialed in, lights out, fucking buries it. Easy as 3-0, headed into halftime. A man up, 3 goals up, cruising, sir. Can't say that very
I
often
felt
for the side.
No, absolutely. But I also felt like something happened in the attack today. And it started with the first Garnacho goal where it was like the one-touch passing. It was very quick and then boom, right in. And I felt like the Bruno goal and the killer finish, the attack was actually like up to the task today for the first time in a long time.
It was a game of like it's so before the Casemiro goal and after, because we were like old United, and then something clicked even without the red card. So I have to agree. Second half, United were control. Didn't take too much risk for a fourth goal, which I don't hate because it's more important to not concede a goal than to score a fourth. But same team started the second half. That penalty shout that you mentioned, 53rd minute, Dogu with a nice driven ball in. Garnacho was pulled down / slipped. I mean, this was as much of a penalty.
This was a pen.
This was as much of a penalty as the other one.
Or more. The way he came across him is just like he fouled him, and that was like a guaranteed goal. But obviously VAR just turns the other way here.
No, they can't give us too much in one game. 63rd minute, Casemiro with a nice shot from the edge of the box forces a save. Then he hits the post from the resulting header, once again showing his danger in the air. Then the sub started coming. 65th minute, De Ligt and Mount came on from Maguire and Ugarte. I like that. Managing the minutes. De
Ligt back, like huge boost. Like he looked great in the middle of the center back line. Like that's a huge boost for United.
Absolutely. Shaw came in the 75th minute for Mames. He needs a blow. He needs to not play on Sunday against Brentford. 81st minute, Casemiro puts a nice ball far post. No one there. 83rd minute, Garnacho. We were kind of pushing. We were pushing at the end when Mount came on. He was really full of piss and vinegar. He was starting fights with Basque players. Like I didn't hate that. He looks like he's got a point to prove.
I like Mount.
We all like Mount.
Someone comes he's coming off the bench trying to earn a spot in the team. I like that attitude that he's got.
That's why having depth is important, because you need people fighting for positions. He's fighting for his position, and he actually has a pretty nice record in Europe, Champions League winner. 84th minute, Ahmad and Manu came on for Garnacho and Dogu. So great to see Ahmad. He beat one guy, and then he stopped beating guys. He was like, I'm gonna save some. And then Bruno, 87th minute, had a chance for a Hattie, scuffs it. That's it, sir. That's all she wrote. Manchester United 3, Athletic Bilbao 0. Let's get into the stats. Get down here a little bit. Excusez-moi. 14 shots to their 9. 7 shots on target for United to their 3. We had 73% of the possession, which is not surprising given that we were man up for 60 minutes plus. Big one was a foul, bro. They were fouling so much in that open 25 minutes. Like they had 19 fouls to our 7. They were a cheeky Bass team. So let's hear from the manager, Ruben Amorim. Hopefully he's finally smiling. He's probably making those boys run wind sprints after. Like, where the fuck's my 4th goal? Let's go, Luke Shaw. He's looking pretty. Here we go. Let's hear from him.
That was a massive win on the road in Europe. But what was your message to the players after the match?
I think they have to think about the second leg. And they have to think more about the first 20 minutes than the rest of the game. Because the game is going to be really tough. There is no goals away. So anything can change, and that is my message to the players. And we have to think about now for Brentford and then for the second leg.
Rob,
I appreciate that you've got to be quite cautious because of the second game at Old Trafford. But is that the best performance, best result of your time in charge here?
No, I think it's the best result because nobody expects this result. But again, I think you saw 2 games today. The first 25 minutes, and then after the goal, and also with the sent-off, the game changed. That was a good thing. Also a good thing in the second half, we tried to be cautious. We create chances, but the most important thing is that the opponent didn't get many shots to our goal, and that was really important.
There you go, sir. Ruben Amorim is dialed in, leg 2. He's focused on the bad, negative. I don't care about the part we were playing well. I care about the first 25 minutes when we were not playing well, because he's a perfectionist. His eyes on the prize. We have a get out of jail free card.
That's like going to be the next game.
It's going to be brutal. It's going to be nervy.
By the way, I am not tactically. It was not working, right? and that's where want to.
Yeah.
No, because like I said, the way that we were defending in a 5 with the 2 in front, and when we went to attack that huge space in the middle of the park, they were finding the spaces in behind Dogu, and Mames on the other side, and they were like enjoying the game. And so like we got to fix that coming in the back in the second leg. And I agree with Ruben Amorim. Where like that's where my head would be and I was actually thinking we should have pushed harder for that fourth and fifth goal. For that reason, I felt like we could have done more. 3 with that type of defending for 90 minutes. I don't know if it's enough.
If you defend like you did in the opening 25, you're gonna have problems. But I can see
That was
both.
like survival. We could be on. We like
Shit. How many goals did we concede to Lyon down a man? I mean, when they were down a man. So it's like I was just happy
we're gonna chip in goals.
We're definitely gonna lose a couple. We're not having a clean sheet at Old Trafford next Thursday. I can guarantee you that.
Bilbao, by the way, okay. Also, let's also say they're the best team in the competition.
They are, but team.
They're the best
Without
team in the
doubt.
competition. You beat them, you win it, right? You should win it. You can bottle it, right? But my whole point is they are by far the best team in the competition. And they had Nico Williams back from injury. They're missing the other midfielder. But at the end of the day, they're the best team. You get through them, you should be able to get the whole thing. And everything's set up. It's about showing up on Thursday under the lights, Old Trafford. Something tells me it's going to be heart attack city. Take your blood pressure medication, sir. Everybody just do some meditation beforehand. Everyone's got to start woo-sawing because that's going to be an electric chair of a game.
Jesus, I can't handle it. I can't handle it, sir. Stress is on the forecast. Let's just get into some quick mark stat. XG, they had nearly 1.93 to our 2.31. But if you can look at this, it's all around the goal. Everything changed. The goal, the red card, it was like a catalyst for the entire game. Could have used an extra goal, but let's not be greedy. Fan questions. Let's get into it. At D_Cole18, best game under Amorim yet. Magoo knows Garnacho won't cross, so he did it himself. Red card and ref definitely helped us out. Need more urgency in attack. Cass's knowledge and position is invaluable. Moving him like a 12-ton statue is a problem. Him moving like a 12-ton statue is a problem. Nearly killed the tie in the first half.
No, Casemiro's that player he does not just like Luke Shaw. He has a sweet tooth. He doesn't come in fit, so he has to get fit over time with reps in games. Like there's certain players are just like Bruno's gonna be fit always 6 ways to Sunday. Casemiro, Luke Shaw, they got to play into fitness. Cass is starting to find it, right? You can even see he's starting to look lean. The cheek's starting to get sucked in. He's ready for a final.
He's a big-time player. Big-time player. At Sunny SoCal Rob 25. How important is that clean sheet for Onana, sir? What do you think? He was tested a little bit at the beginning. He didn't have to do much, but at least he didn't make any fuck-ups.
That was a clutch save. He did have it wasn't like spectacular. It was a good, solid save. Take it to the bank early, and he did well. Less is. I feel like he does invite the pressure playing out the back, just because he doesn't have that long ball pass. That's the only thing that I would probably. He didn't kick the ball out of bounds. So when you're not talking about Onana, I would say that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Aim small, miss small. Keep it simple. At Randy Scrandy L, even the biggest numpty couldn't have seen this coming. Unbelievable first half, both ways until Cass stepped up again. Winners step up and win. Good thing nobody wrote him off or anything. Ha ha ha. Don't like the 3-0 only because I know better, than to trust this. Job not done. Randy's right about that.
Agree.
Job ain't done, baby. We got another big 90 minutes of football, and they're going to throw the entire kitchen sink at Manchester United and know, Pepper Onana, press the shit out of them. This team leaks goals.
But the one point I want to make about this team is it's getting healthier at the exact right time. You look at that bench. There's going to be questions about next Thursday, sir. Who comes in next Thursday, right? Like Ahmad surely can't go in 90, so you got him as a sub. Mason, would you change anything, or is it the same team? DeLitt coming in? Does DeLitt come in for Lindelof?
Maybe that would be. I mean, Lindelof.
I feel like you got to go
Lindelof
with
almost
the
gave
same
them a goal.
team.
I think you go the same team. Just keep it simple. I don't.
Ugarte got his pocket picked.
He did
got
early.
His pocket picked in a real bad spot.
Oh, he did.
You cannot
that led to one of their best chances.
Bad giveaway, dude. I mean, and that's the thing about United is you can't be we're just giving the ball away in these crazy areas.
I think I'll stick with the same 11, but you can make the argument to put Bruno deeper because we have a better control of the game. When he plays deeper, we just we hold on to it better. We look calmer.
He had a brace. You can't.
I know. Well, Mount
And Garnacho looks rapid, dude. Like,
he looked great.
I'll tell you, as the competitions get more intense, like guys like seeing Garnacho out there, man, like he's our danger man, right? At least at full strength in that first 20. That was how we were going to get at him and stretch him, was through Garnacho. So, a lot of questions for this manager. You know, he's a hard man. He's not going to smile until he's lifting that trophy.
As he shouldn't, you know. And you know what? It's got to be about getting up. God willing, if we can make it to the final, Amad Diallo, like getting him fit to start the final.
He'll start. Yeah.
Because he's also 100%. A guy that never, he doesn't have to work his way to fitness, bro. Amad Diallo is fit, ready to go. Last one for
Roland. But wing back, here's the thing. Amad wing back.
I know.
Right? It's like, so you have Garnacho and Amad out there, or like.
It's good to have options. You could push Maz back to center back, wing back.
I prefer to have Bruno in the two, and then have Garnacho and Amad, and or even like, I would obviously drop Højlund, but
I know you would. I know you would.
No, but why wouldn't you put Amad in front? I obviously he won't do that. So it's hey, look, it's a great problem to have. We're talking about some great players who've been out. How are we going to fit them in? We got a big tie next Thursday. In between then, sir, we got the Bees, Brentford. So
fuck them. Let them
everyone just enjoy this. Enjoy this feeling.
Enjoy
big
it.
Game, big United win. Been a while. I'm just going to enjoy it.
Let's enjoy it, sir. That's a great way to end the pod. What a pod. What a night. What a competition. Let's gazump the season. Let's just find a way to like laugh at everybody's face and be like, look at this club that has a way to just bail themselves out with cup competitions. Don't forget to support the pod. It goes a long way. Check out our YouTube channel at American Red Devils. Like, subscribe. It's huge. It keeps the American Devils afloat on our YouTube. Check out our Patreon as well. Patreon.com/American Red Devils. Don't forget to pick up some top merch. I got the hat. I'm sure John's got his hat with him. He just forgot it. But our merch is great. Goes a long way. Helps support the pod. Also, check out our website, americanreddevils.com. Got lots of good content coming up there. And last but not least, check out iTunes reviews or Spotify reviews. They go a long way. And if you send a screenshot of a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify to americanreddevils@gmail.com with your mailing address, I'll personally pick some free ARD gear, send it right to your door anywhere in the world. This is John's spiel. He's usually better than me. I'm making a meal of it. Running the control room, sweating in the pod bunker. Unbelievable stuff from Manchester United. Can I rip top 10 cities? Number 1, how you doing? Los Angeles, California, Dublin, Ireland, Chicago, Illinois, Melbourne, Australia, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Texas, San Diego, California, Brooklyn, New York, Portland, Oregon, and now Bilbao, Spain. Favorite place in the world. Let's go back. May 21st. What a club. Can't believe it. What a night. Manchester United, greatest club in the world. So enjoy the time in Hawaii. I'm glad that you get to enjoy yourself. Just wear that shit around all week. You should be wearing United gear for the rest of the trip. Thanks for making it happen. Thanks for showing up for the pod. Appreciate you, sir.
No, appreciate you. Appreciate all the ARD fam. Enjoy this one. Sir, take us out.
Oh, what a night.